Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is your girl Moya and you are here with Baddies and the Bag. If you are new here, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and turn on your notification bell. Your girl has been posting videos daily, so every single day there's new content. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and make sure that you tune into the channel. This video is all about the ultimate guide to cash stuffing. I will tell you guys what cash stuffing is, show you guys what you need to get started, and give you guys a little information on how exactly cash stuffing works. I was doing a research because I really wanted to make sure that I'm giving you guys 100% information all the way to the T. I didn't want to miss anything. So I went on Google and I was doing a little research to add to what I have to share with you guys today. And I found this website that broke everything down to the T. So good, summarized perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in the description below for you guys if you want to check the website out as well. But basically I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few information I found there to make sure I hit all the dots, and also information for myself as well. What is cash stuffing? I know you probably be on TikTok or YouTube scrolling through and you see a lot of people with a lot of cash, counting the cash, stuffing the cash in envelopes, and you're wondering to yourself, what is this? What's going on here? Well, cash stuffing is basically you taking your spending money, converting it into cash, and stuffing it into envelopes with categories. For example, rent, bills, savings, vacation, self-care, etc., etc. Instead of having all your money on your card where you're spending from your card, and you know it's like less controllable with cash stuffing, you basically have all your money in envelopes. They're going to give every single dollar that you own a job. Cash stuffing, cash, you're withdrawing your cash or withdrawing your cash from the bank, and you are putting your cash into specific places. So whenever you are out of that amount of money, you just don't have money to spend for that specific thing. You determine how much money you want to spend, whether it's on a monthly basis or on a weekly basis. You're going to make a budget. So you're going to determine how much money do I want to spend on groceries? How much money do I want to spend on shopping? How much money do I want to spend on going out, eating out, going on a date, etc. So after you figure out how much money you want to spend for a specific thing, you're going to put that amount of money into your envelope. And once you put that amount of money there, that's the money you have. If you go to the store and you put up $100 and you say, okay, I have $100 to shop with. If there is something there that's $120, you can't buy that thing because you have budgeted to only shop for something within the range of $100. So you put this cash in that envelope, you put your $100 bill in your envelope, and that's it. That's what you have to spend. You're only going to spend from that envelope. You're not going to jump into any other envelope to get anything to spend because that's the money you put up for that thing. So yeah, I get it. Some people be like, what is the point of me withdrawing my cash when I can just use my card? Many people find that physical cash, having physical cash is more effective. They're less likely to spend it. They're less likely to shop on Amazon. And you know, online shopping is so big these days. Like every single thing you can shop online. For me personally, I prefer cash stuffing because I am an online shopper. Like I will shop online all the time. Amazon, Shein, Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Things. They are all getting my money all day, every day. So for me, whenever I have my money and I withdrew my cash from the bank, put this cash in my envelope, guess what? I can't order nothing. The cash is in my envelope. How am I going to take the cash in my envelope to place an order online? Exactly. I can't do that. When I physically have my money and I could visualize my money and I can see the cash, it helps me to not want to spend it more rather than if I had it on my card. I'm so quick to Apple Pay. I'm so quick to swipe. I'm so quick to put my card numbers in and place an order. So for me, cash stuffing works effectively because I'm less likely to order stuff. I'm less likely to go shopping when the money is not on my card. So cash stuffing is a form of budgeting. If you decide that this will probably be the best option for you because you've tried to budget other ways and it hasn't been working out great for you, and you are somewhat a person like me who I more control my money in cash rather than on your card, and these are the steps that you want to take. The first step that you want to take in the cash stuffing process is to list your spending categories. So you want to go through your bank statement, or you want to make a list of everything that you spend your money on and how much have you been spending on that thing. So you can go back to 4 months worth of bank statement, 3 months worth of bank statement, and list every single category of everything that you have spent your money on. So you want to pick categories like groceries. You know, groceries, food is something that we all have to live with, so we can't live without food. You want to list things like bills. You know, if you pay bills, of course. You want to list things like gas, eating out, going out with my friends, vacation, etc. And you want to put down how much money have you been spending over the past 3 to 4 months on these things. You want to write down every single thing. Do not miss anything. And you also want to write down a category for miscellaneous, just in case there's anything you forget. The next thing you want to do is to set spending limits for each of your categories that you just wrote down. You can look into categories like groceries. How much have you been spending on groceries for the past 3 to 4 months? Is there a middle number? Like, can I do better? Have I been overspending? What is a good amount that works for groceries for my household? So for each category, you're going to decide how much money do I want to spend each month for each thing. Cut back on stuff. If you realize that you've been eating out too much, or you have been going out too much, maybe you want to eat out less, maybe you want to go out less, you can cut back on stuff as well. List your spending categories and set spending limits for each category. Step number 3, create your cash envelopes. With all those categories that you have listed in step 1, now you have set a spending amount for each category. You want to create those envelopes. You could get super creative. I know you guys have seen my envelopes on my channel, making them with matte vellum, laminate sheets, etc. You can get super creative. For me, I find that the more cuter, the more beautiful, the more pink something looks, I am more likely to use it. I'm more likely to give it my attention. I get really creative with my cash stuffing stuff because it makes me want to use it more. The more creative you get, the better. The more you're gonna want to use the thing, the more you're gonna want to see it, the more you're gonna want to touch it, feel it, the more you're gonna get up inside of it. You can get really creative with making your envelopes, labeling your envelopes with each item that you have listed, or each category that you have listed in step 1. As far as binders go, it's all up to you. If you're trying to get into this thing, like really get into it, and you are a more of an organized person, then maybe you want to separate each thing. Yes, you have high priority, which is going to be things that are, you know, of a higher priority, like the word says. Like emergency can be a high priority, because what if something happens? That's your emergency fund. You think about categories that is considered high and low priority in your life. Categories that are like just blank sinking funds, like Christmas, summer, vacation, etc., self-care, etc. And then if you want, you can also separate your bills from everything that you have going on. If you want to do your bills, you know, individually, you can do that as well. And then you can also have a binder for your saving challenges. So it's all up to you. Or you could just have 1 or 2 binders and, you know, like group everything. 1 envelope for rent, 1 envelope for rent or bills. You know, it's all up to you. It's personal preference. Set up your binders and envelopes the way it works for you. You're going to customize everything to your liking and to what works best for you. So next step is to withdraw your cash and stuff your envelopes. Now that you have created a list, you have set spending limits for each category in your list, you have created your cash envelopes, now it's time to stuff. You're going to calculate, or if you're doing paycheck by paycheck, you will withdraw your paycheck or whatever amount that you have listed for your spending limits. You're going to withdraw that cash, and then you're going to start to stuff your envelopes. That's basically step number 4. Step number 5 is to spend with your envelopes. Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of it all. We're getting down to the budgeting of it all. Now we have allocated certain amounts for certain things that we have set spending limits. Now we're only going to spend what we have in that envelope for that thing. No dipping into this one and borrowing this to go towards this. We'll put it back later, because you know you'll never put it back later. Now we're going to go into the envelopes and we're going to spend from them. So whatever money we had put down for this is what we're going to spend. We're not going to spend $1 more. Whenever that envelope is empty, hey, we just can't do that thing until we re-up again. Every time you have money, this is what you're doing with your money. If you get paid bi-weekly, every 2 weeks, you're doing this. Every paycheck, I have a lot of people sometimes comment and they be like, oh, how do I do this? Where do I get money to do this? Yada yada yada. Baby, you're doing this is your regular paycheck that you get from your job. It's just the only difference is now you have listed categories, given each category spending limits, and you're not spending nothing more. That's basically what's different than just getting the regular paycheck. Because normally if you just get your paycheck and you just buy this, buy that, yeah. With cash stuffing, you're giving your money a job. You're giving your money places to go. You're budgeting. The final step is to save your leftover cash. Whatever cash you have left over from wherever you have cut down on, if you stop going out 24/7, if you stop buying all that excessive groceries that you don't need, and now you have extra money, you are now going to save this money. Now there's a lot of ways that you can make saving fun. For example, in the cash stuffing community, we make saving challenges, whether it's games that we like, word search, puzzles, unscrambles, whatever it is. You're going to start saving your leftover cash, and just to make it a little bit more fun, you're going to do saving challenges. Be challenging yourself to save a certain amount. You can do this with friends if you want, family members, etc. We go through our bank statements, list all the categories that we spend our money on. We set spending limits for each category. We create cash envelopes. We stuff the cash envelopes. We spend the money, and then we save what's left over. And that's basically what cash stuffing is. I'm going to input a clip for you guys to show you guys some of the items that you will need as a beginner to get started. Make sure you stay tuned to the video. We're going to go ahead and drop that video now. So if you're going to take on this cash stuffing journey, I do recommend that you get a cash acrylic holder. This is where you will separate and divide your cash. You will also need a budget planner. So you will need something to plan your budget, a sheet where you can plan and allocate all your funds. So see how it has income, expenses, savings, sinking funds, debt, etc. And right here it says bi-weekly budget. So this means every 2 weeks. If you get paid every 2 weeks, then you want to fill out your paycheck and where exactly you're going to allocate those funds. You can also get yourself a bank bag. This will come in handy whenever you go to the bank to withdraw cash or whenever you're taking cash to the bank. And this is what's considered a binder, and it's basically a book. It comes in all different sizes. So this is an A6 size. This one is an A7 size. So you see how tiny it is. And then you have the A5, which is bigger than this one. We call these dashboards. Whatever page you have in the front, decorative page, is normally decorative. And then these are our envelopes. So this is where you have your categories. These are where the money goes. Of course, you're going to need a calculator. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm leaving anything, but that's pretty much all that you need to start. As you grow, you can have different binders for different things. I recommend as a beginner, I think you could start with 2 binders. If you're really not trying to go too deep into this, you could mix bills, emergency, miscellaneous, etc. And I feel like you need to have one separate for savings. And if you're trying to go a little bit more deeper into this process, you probably want to start with 4. You probably want to have a low priority, a high priority, a sinking fund, and a bills binder or a savings binder. It all depends on how you're trying to do this thing. It all depends on you. So I hope this video was really helpful for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next video. We are going to be doing an annual Baddies and the Bag giveaway. So I have 10 holiday packages to give away. 5 of these people will be chosen from the holiday sale on my website. 5 people will be chosen out of the comment section on my channel. In order to win, you have to be a subscriber. The last day of the holiday sale is December 26th.